All right, so I just rolled in. Pretty sweet campsite here. Got a spot for the tent right here. It's right on the water, fire pit. Gonna cook up dinner tonight on the fire pit, gather up some firewood, be able to have a campfire tonight. Yeah, gonna get started unpacking the bike, get the tent set up, get some other gear set up, lights and things. All right, so I'm getting a few drops, so I'm gonna put the tarp up so I've got some protection from the rain in case it starts raining. Saw the clouds getting dark. So it's a little low, but I could cook under here if I needed to, and it'll keep me dry. And it's a great place to stash all the gear off the bike to keep it dry if I need to. It just started raining, and I got the rain fly on the tent. I got the cover on the bike so everything doesn't get soaked. I don't imagine it'll rain for very long, but I'll just wait it out for now, I guess. I picked up a Snapple at a little market, so I think I might just have a sip of this while I wait the rain out. Here it comes. I'm really sure I'm glad I got the tarp up in time. It wasn't like a moment too soon. When I got here, got it up, and then it started sprinkling, and now it's, I'd say almost a downpour. Well, it has stopped raining, and the sun is starting to break through. A little bit of blue sky creeping through the clouds. I'm gonna get dinner started, I think. Cut up some firewood for a fire tonight. Got some water from the creek. Well, I got the fire going. I got some bean soup. Gonna season it up with a little salt. It's thawing right now, so still frozen from being in the cooler. All right, dinner's ready to go. This is all heated up. We've got hot bean soup, and I've got fresh filtered creek water. Wash it all down. That water is tasty. Like I said, it is filtered. It is very good. The sun is just about down, and the sky is just on fire back there. The glow was off the mountains, and just about used up all my firewood. So starting to pick things up, put them away, get things in the tent, getting ready to turn in to the tent and turn on the tablet and watch a couple shows before going to bed. Well, it's about 6 o'clock. I woke up at 5:45, and I actually thought it was closer to 7. Gonna make some coffee, get breakfast going, and then head up the road to go fishing. Well, the sun is starting to poke out and warm everything up and dry all the dew off of everything. All right, we got breakfast. Got some yogurt and some granola and blueberries, lots of blueberries. This is a great, easy, no-cook breakfast, although it does have the cleanup. But You just need a little bit of hot water. I got my coffee ready. Got my breakfast. Got a campfire. And I got a creek. Well, I just stopped at this overlook here just to get a look down this valley. And I'm about to go over this pass. This is the 89. The plan is to go to Utica Reservoir and camp and fish tonight. Don't expect any rain today, but you never know. Oh, it definitely looks like it's raining out there. I just stopped to get the rain gear on. Unfortunately, I forgot my rain gloves, so hopefully these leather gloves don't wet out too much and freeze my hands. So let's hop on the bike and get into it. Well, stopping and putting the rain gear on was a good call. Glad that the rain is over, but I'm glad I was prepared for it. You can see it's just pouring down there. Gonna pack everything up and keep on going. Well, I switched to a little rubber worm. I was trying like a rooster tail spinner lure. No hits here or at the other lake. And for all I know, these are the completely, totally wrong things to be using at this time of day and for these kind of fish. But I just experiment and have fun, and maybe I'll catch something. I think the last fish that I caught was probably at Convict Lake 3 or 4 years ago. All right, let's give this another shot. Try for another 30 minutes or so. See if we can catch something. Man, the mosquitoes are really starting to come out. Man, look at all those. Look at all those things back there. Well, I finally got this fire going. It took a little while. I think there was some wet wood in the batch. You can see this one over here that's steaming. So I finished dinner. I had some bow tie pasta with some penne in it, with some sausage and some red sauce. It was really good. Now I'm having a Coca-Cola with some ice. I brought the ice with me, packed it up on Thursday morning, and it's still got ice cubes. Works really well. What I'm doing right now is trying to figure out where I want to go tomorrow. I've got the topo maps downloaded, so I'm just trying to figure out where I want to ride to tomorrow. Well, I made my coffee. The sun comes up early. It starts getting light around 5:30. The sun was probably up at 6:30. You hear that like a goose off there. He's on the edge of those rocks over there. I'm gonna see if I can get a video of him. There he is, you can see him just on the edge of the rocks over there. Whenever I come to places like this, I always think how nice it would be to come back here, drive up here in the car camp, spend a few more days in the area, fishing a little bit more on the lake, bringing the paddle board and paddling on the lake, checking out some of the nearby hiking trails. And when it comes to having some vacation time, you got to pick what you want to do. And for me right now, it's the bike. I always just want to jump on the bike and travel that way. Nothing compares to being in this type of environment and traveling the roads on a bike. You just see everything. You're in it. You see everything. In a car, driving over a pass, you're peeking, trying to see those snow-capped mountains or catch a glimpse of something. But, I mean, you have the view of your environment when you're traveling on a bike. It's better than anything. All right, let's get some breakfast going here. Hopefully the sound of the generator isn't coming in too loud. There's a campsite 2 campsites away, and they've got a generator powering a cooler. And it's been going all morning. Now, I have made plenty of these just add water pancakes on camping trips. All right, got some ice cold orange juice and some blueberry pancakes. Dig in. Oh, heck yeah. Those are good. Wow. They may not look the best, but they taste amazing. And that's really all that matters. Most of the meals that I eat at home, I can make the same meals on the road, on the motorcycle. Pretty good menu options when it comes to motorcycle camp cooking. Yeah, that is good. These Krusties just add water pancake mix, really good, especially for on the road. So I pulled over off the side of Highway 108, which is the Sonora Pass Highway. I think the pass is just probably about 5 or 6 more miles up the road. Gets really twisty. Wanted to stop here and get a look at the snow that's on the side of the mountain. And I'm standing right next here to the Stanislaus River. I've really wanted to camp here, and there's a couple dispersed campsites a little ways back. I'm contemplating going back. The downside is that we're at 9,000 feet, and that's going to get pretty chilly at night. So I might go over the pass and find something that's a little bit lower. If you've not been over Sonora Pass, you got to do it in spring or do it in fall. You're really missing out if you're not getting into the Sierras during springtime or in fall. So highly recommended. In fact, you can see that the aspens here are just starting to get their leaves back based on the elevation and it being springtime. You know, all of the aspens, lower elevations, like where I was camped out on the first night in Lundy Canyon, they're all full of leaves. But up at the higher elevations, the aspens are just now starting to grow their leaves out. Got to an amazing campsite, and I'm sure it's quite a few thousand feet below the pass. Up there at 9,000. I think this is probably around maybe 5, so it's not gonna be quite as cold up there. Let's get dinner going. Oh, I've got some some pasta. So one of the things I love doing is camping by water, and I've got a small little Sawyer mini backpacking water filter, and I filter the water. And then the other thing I carry is ice. Whenever it melts, I stop and fill it back up at a gas station, and I've always got ice for a cold drink. This is creek water, fully filtered, fully safe to drink and cook with. All right, let's give this a little stir. It's got fettuccine with Alfredo, chicken, and tomato with a lemon slice in it. All right. So I'm just gonna sit back, relax, enjoy this amazing scene, and let my pasta heat up. Okay, well, I think this pasta is done. I'm sitting here thinking about how awesome it would be to share this. Whether it's my moto adventure buddy, Eric. I'd like to be camping with my boys. I'd like to be camping with my dad. Of course, my mom, but she's not into camping. The beautiful places like this are meant to be shared. And that's one of the reasons why I put so much effort into making a video, so that I can share this experience with my loved ones. Right behind me, there's a couple in a big truck camper camping. I hope they weren't too upset by me camping nearby. On a trip like this, there's a few things that I really like to try to do. I like experiencing history, like the old mining town that I was at today in Colombia. Never been there before. That was really cool. Very cool to see. I like experiencing the outdoors and fishing or hiking, and slow down, get off the bike and see the places that you're riding through. I like talking to strangers, whether it's other people camping or other riders, asking them where they're from, where they're riding from, talk about the bikes that they're on. And then I really like to get out and camp like this, not in the campground. Campgrounds are great, but they've got their downsides. They can be noisy. This is really nice. It's quiet and it's beautiful and it's relaxing. I thought it'd be fun to do a little in-tent rundown on everything I do once I turn in my clothing bag. I've got a hanger. Well, I will hang the shirt that I have on and switch into a long sleeve wool shirt. I've got my headlamp. I brought in my micro start to charge my Cardo Pack Talk. I've got my Amazon Fire tablet, which I will hang on my clothing line. Earbuds to listen to my movie. I've got a giant bandana. I use this sort of as a pillowcase. And if you don't know the Nemo Philos, they have like a memory foam pad on top, and then they're inflatable underneath. I've got a little inflator and deflator I've got a water bottle nearby. I also sleep with insulated booties on in here. I've got a sleeping bag liner. On really hot nights, this is great just as a light blanket. I also carry an extra down quilt. It's not quite full body length, but it almost is. It functions as extra insulation for the sleeping bag. If it's really cold, if my feet are cold or my legs are cold, I can bunch it up down there. Or if my torso is cold, I can bring it up. And it wraps around you, and it has snaps. And this will snap together. And on cold mornings, I've sat in my chair with this and had a cup of coffee, and it's like having an extra down jacket on. So super versatile. It's like a Rumple, but not quite as expensive.
Time to get up and make some coffee. Okay, well, I got up around 6 o'clock and maybe 6:15 to get some coffee. The sun was already coming up on these mountains here. I pulled out my digital thermometer, which I didn't have on last night. Oh my gosh, there's a deer. It's 35 degrees right now, so you know that it was colder last night. There you are. I was hoping I would wake up to some deer in this meadow up here. Come on, buddy. Come out in the sun. There you are. There you go. That's what we want. Okay, well, I think I'll get back to making breakfast. That was pretty nice. That was pretty cool to see a deer walking out there in the grass. So I gotta peel some eggs and make some orange juice. Cut an avocado. Eggs are probably already cracked in here. Yep. Cracked but not smushed. Let's finish off the coffee and make the orange juice. Ice cold orange juice. That's pretty good. Okay, let's pull out my trash here. I'll just scoop it in my trash bag. All right. Creek water. Spoon to mix it all up. All right. That's good. All right, I'm gonna finish off this orange juice and this apple, and then probably start packing up. I think I'll scan this little hillside while I'm eating my apple, see if I can see any more deer. I just saw a marmot and a few birds flying around. I like keeping these binoculars with me. They're pretty special. They're sentimental. They were my brother's. I think I found him in his duck hunting gear. That is something that I really wish we could have done together. Let's go duck hunting. Man, I can't imagine all the good times we would have had over the years. Change some bait here. You get a worm. I just got my tent up about 30 minutes ago. Then I got the tarp up. Then I went and chopped a bunch of wood, put it underneath the picnic bench, and it started raining. While I was setting up the tent, there was thunder just to the northwest of here. So the way these things usually move, I figured it was gonna get here eventually. All right, I'm gonna have this tuna and crackers and listen to the rain on the tarp. And I think I might make some lemonade too. All right,
So this is really quite nice. When I look around the camp, nobody has some rain protection over the picnic bench. So they either are just in rain jackets or they have to go inside their tent. Now, it's not windy, so I can still enjoy being outside doing what I would normally be doing if it wasn't raining. So this is ice from yesterday. Now I do carry a lot of gear on that bike. Some would say it's maybe a little overloaded. I really don't have much of anything that I don't use. That's the kicker. Okay, some pink lemonade with some creek water from this morning. We'll see what this does. Ice cold lemonade. I think I'm gonna settle in, wait this rain out, and probably throw on my show that I fell asleep in last night. All right, lemonade, tuna fish and crackers, and the show. Let's go for a little walk. Check out the creek. Let's see. Oh, I've been here before. I think this is the camp. Maybe? I think this is the camp. I think I came here maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. I went car camping in November just north of Bishop, and I did little day trip excursions into quite a number of these canyons. I went up to Rock Creek Canyon, the Bishop Canyon, which takes you up to Lake Sabrina or Sabrina. I went up to Convict Lake, McGee Creek, Lundy Canyon. Yeah, I think I did like 4 or 5, at least 4, maybe 5 of the canyons that are all west of the 395. I'm so curious about what's in these roads that go up into these mountains, and one day I just explored them all. And this lake is really beautiful during the fall. It gets good fall color. If you're looking for fall color, there's a lot of it up and down the 395. You don't have to go to Utah or Colorado to get it. Another beautiful spot. All right, so I'm coming back out to this one spot because you can see the sun is starting to poke out. All right, let's get a look at this. Last day riding in the Sierras. This is what spending time in the Sierras is all about.
see if I can get this fire going and heat up some hot water, have some hot cocoa. This should get going pretty fast here. So I got some really dry wood. There's still some coals, pretty hot coals. Spread those around. This stuff that I cut and chopped earlier is really dry. So I absolutely love this thing. Gonna heat up some water for some hot cocoa. Well, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy the fire and enjoy this hot cocoa. So thanks for watching. Thank you, family and friends, and enjoy this last night of camping before I head home tomorrow.